there are people in high places in the Canadian government who are acting against Canada's interests, and they are acting in the interests of foreign powers. Dean Baxendale knows all about that. Before, you will not hear this on mainstream news. You'll see some journalists, a few journalists will write about it. We aren't talking about journalists here, we're talking about people who know the truth. So please donate, keep us on the air. The guy behind there needs to get paid. Dean Baxendale is a publisher of Optimum. He has a number of books out. You have a number of authors who you have supported who go to the point of saying, when the government says, and that those committee of MPs say, there are MPs and other parliamentarians who are not loyal to Canada, the Prime Minister won't name them. Do you know who they are?
We have a very, yes, we know who they are. I think that over a number of years in terms of the investigative journalism that Sam Cooper has done,
right,
and the Globe and Mail, those people have already been written about. But come this fall, in the 3rd edition of Wilful Blindness, we're going to name most, if not all, of the people that are in the NISCOP report.
Okay, so, and why should they not be named? But is it fair to say, and I have a few ideas, you have, as you say, the facts, the Prime Minister knows who those people are, that some of them are in the Liberal caucus, and he refuses to do anything about it, even though he has evidence that they are not working in Canada's interest?
I think that's a very, very difficult subject for the Prime Minister to negotiate, given his ongoing support that's come from the Chinese Communist Party directly to his riding association in 2014-15, donations to the Trudeau Foundation. So I think he's trying to do his job of bridging the line, but bottom line is, sure, the Prime Minister has been very much aware of people inside the Liberal government who have been suspected of spying or being in concert with the CCP. Those CSIS reports, RCMP investigations certainly weren't all for naught, so I think the information is there in the government. We know what the concerns are, and we're not addressing them.
And we've had evidence over the past few months that the national security advisors to the Prime Minister have either, one said, I was on holidays, I didn't read any of that, I don't know anything about that, or two, we didn't think it was relevant to tell the Prime Minister that there are people in his government who are spying for the Communist Chinese Party.
Well, worse than that, in some cases, his national security advisor actually went back and actually asked for the report to be rewritten to change names and or the level of concern that CSIS was having about individuals and their adjacency to Beijing.
So this isn't just you and one of your authors postulating. This is the Canadian security establishment putting out these facts. It's not in the popular press all the time, and the government's not acting on it.
Not only that, I would say Five Eyes intelligence out of the US, et cetera, have also been adjudicating and looking at Canada for a long, long time.
Which is why Canada is now the skunk at the garden party as far as international intelligence.
Indeed, it has been.
Dean Baxendale, thanks for the revelations. 3 minutes. This show provides independent analysis of the issues. We are not paid by the government. And as I am finding, so much business in Canada relies upon various governments that they don't want to sponsor or advertise on a show which may become controversial, which talks about liberty, freedoms, sometimes criticizes government. I've had guests on that support the government. But people are saying, you know what? We don't want to bite the hand that feeds us, i.e. government, which is why I hope you'll subscribe and contribute to keep this show on the air.